Welcome, everyone. I believe that we're here together today. Welcome to our bite size training coming to you from Alistair Green. And today we're going to be looking at career goal setting. And the subtitle to this I have titled Power of Goals. Okay, so as we go on, I would appreciate that I see we engage here. Let me see your charts. I like us to use the chat button. I want to welcome everyone. Please use the chat button if you can hear me loud and clear so that I know that we are together here. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's get onto it. Let's get onto it. I really cannot see any chats yet. Okay, welcome, Charity. Thank you. You can hear me loud and clear. You're welcome. Okay, so this we have titled Power of Goals, and it's a short session we're going to be having today. Okay, so let's talk about it. I believe that everyone that is logged in today or would be viewing this at some point, anytime, as we share the links all around, will be able to identify where they are on their journey in their career. Okay, before I go on, okay, let me quickly introduce myself. Apologies for that. All right, so Tosin Alexander Idowu is my name, and today I'm the one that would be co-host facilitating this, and we're talking about goals. I've titled it "The Power of Goals," and by way of introduction, I am a part of the Alistair Green team, and on the team, I lead the HR practice. I would describe myself as an interesting extrovert. I'm a creative thinker with a great thirst for learning and knowledge sharing, and that's part of the reasons why I'm here today. All right, I am a graduate of biochemistry, but I then have moved on to business. I'm an HR person. I'm a chartered member of the Personnel Institute of Nigeria, CIPM. I'm also a member of the Chartered Secretaries and Administrators of Nigeria. I have a passion for human capital development. I like to see people grow. At the same time, I like helping businesses. I've been in business for up to close to over 15 years myself, doing different things, entrepreneurship ventures, and it's just good to be here. So that's just a summary of me. You can check me up on LinkedIn. I'm Tosin Alexander Idowu. All right, so let's get on very quickly because this is going to be short, sharp, and I believe it's going to be quite engaging. I am also looking forward to still seeing your charts as we go on. Also, if you have any questions, please kindly drop it in the chat box. And also, more of this bite-sized videos will be coming up from the stables of Alistair Green. And we want you to look forward to them in the days to come. We'd like you to subscribe. We'd like you to share this link to as many people within your network as possible. So thank you, and let's get on to it. I'm going to be starting with a story. We're talking about goals and on our career journey. So we're going to be talking about, I want to share very quickly my story with you about a particular goal I set that had to do with my career. Okay, so sometimes it's interesting now that is now like actually about 5 years ago. So I'm not, and it's huge for me, and that's why I thought I should pull it out and also share with everyone here. So early 2019, um, I recalled a goal that has set some 10 years prior to that time. So you can fast or go back into 2009. I had written down a goal, and that goal was to get an MBA from the Lagos Business School. At the time when I saw the my journal in which I wrote that goal, I it caught me again. I was like, oh wow, I didn't realize that I had written this goal down, and then that set me running in 2019. Of course, looking at the goal and where I was in my career journey at the time, I knew that it was time for me to go ahead and achieve that goal. So what did I do? I began to take steps. Immediately, it came to my mind again, and I saw where I'd written it down. I began to take steps to move on that journey. Okay, of course, because of the nature of getting an MBA, the cost of getting an MBA with the Lagos Business School, it was not particularly a very, it wasn't particularly a very, how will I say it? When it comes to the numbers, it was quite pricey at the time for me where I was on my career journey. But because my heart was set on it, I wanted to go all out, and I began to take the necessary steps. And then I look back now, and it's I've completed the goal. I've completed my MBA from that school. It was an interesting journey for me, even though I had certain setbacks on the journey. COVID hit in 2000 and yeah 2020. COVID hit. I was just in my first semester, and then because of the reality of COVID, the people shutting down here and there, businesses challenged. It became quite challenging for me also to continue at the time. But hey, I moved on, and then I was able to join back again from the third semester. And today I can look back, and I would say that I have achieved that goal. So, if a number of lessons um, I learned personally from that experience. One of the lessons, and I'm just going to share a few of them with you here, and then we'll go straight into the session. And one of the lessons I learned is that if you're going to achieve any goal in your career, it's important for you to one, write them down. So think about where you are right now and ask yourself, where are my gaps? What do I want to be? Who do I want to be? Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? Where do I want, what kind of income? What kind of position in terms of management level do I want to be in my career? What kind of influence do I want to be in my career within the next few years? Specific timelines are important when you come to goal setting. All right, so I'd like you to do this. Take your pen, and I want you to just do a very quick, short exercise in the next few minutes. And if you cannot do it, for as many that will watch this afterwards now, you can always look at this and then try to exercise your mind around this. So this is it. What 5 things have you accomplished that you're proud of? It will be good for you to write that down. Think about it. I have just shared with you one of the things that I have accomplished, right? And I am very proud of it that now have an MBA. And not just to have an MBA for having an MBA's sake. I've been able to use the learnings that I've gathered for my MBA to help my client. It has helped me to improve myself generally, my thinking, has improved my ability to solve problems. I now have tools, frameworks in my mind, knowledge. My knowledge has increased, and a whole lot has happened to me, right, when it comes to the experience of me accomplishing that goal. So you want to ask yourself, what have you accomplished that you're proud of? The next question will be, what do you want in the next 10 years? Or if 10 years is too long for you to envision, why don't you make it at 5 years? What would you want in the next 5 years? If everything were in place. For a lot of people, the reason why they do not set goals, or they are afraid to set goals, or why they don't set very clear goals, is because they can't really see. They don't dream. And a goal is actually starts from your mind. You have to dream about something that you want, where you want to be, what you want to do, the places you want to go, the kind of people you want to meet, the skills you want to learn. Do you want to start a family? Do you want children? Do you want to build a house? Investments? Think about it. If everything were to be in place, what would you like to do? And it's important that you write that down. And then I'm going to guide you very quickly now in the next few minutes. And I'm going to show you the different types of goals and just the mindset for you to move on. So try do that exercise and you will find out that it's very beneficial. Okay, moving on while you're doing that. So what is a goal? The purpose toward which an endeavor is directed, an objective. That's what a goal is. So I'm sure you've heard people say, "Oh, the goal is smart. Okay, let's set smart goals, and let's set, oh, this goal is not smart," and things like that. So what makes a good goal? Because you can set a goal and that goal is not smart. A good goal is smart, a bad goal is dumb. So those words smart are actually acronyms, yeah? And I'm going to show that to us very quickly as we move on. So a good goal is SMART. And then we move on to what the word SMART is, the acronym. The word SMART, or the acronym SMART, is the goal. If you're setting a goal, that goal must be specific. That goal must be measurable. The goal must be something that you can achieve or you can attain to. And that doesn't necessarily have to be by yourself alone. One of the things that people think around goals is that they think that the goal has to be, they have to achieve the goal only by themselves. No, you always would need support. You always would need help whenever you are trying to achieve your goal. And then your goal must have timelines. You must be able to track your goal. So at this point, I believe you're reflecting as I'm speaking right now, and you're asking yourself about the goals. So we're still early in the year 2025. It's a good time to actually reflect and ask yourself, have I set goals for this year? Are my goals specific? Are my goals measurable? Are my goals attainable? Are they relevant or realistic within my context? Or even if they are not within or beyond your context, because you may want to envision something huge, you want to then make it quite realistic in that you then ask yourself who is going to help you, who is going to support you to ensure that you achieve that goal. And then you want to put timelines to the goal. For me, when I set my goal, interestingly, and that's the power of goals. Whenever you write a goal down, even though you are not able at the time to go for it, okay, just like in my own situation, and interestingly, I'd written the goal 10 years earlier, but I didn't get to achieve it until 10 years after, right? You say, oh, that's interesting. Yes, it is interesting because, of course, life happened. So many things changed for me at the time. When I had set the goal, in between it, I lost one of my parents that was supporting me financially. And then that kind of set me back a bit. But then I was able to, because I had written it down somewhere in the universe, that goal was already there for me to achieve. And then when you fast track, another 10 years later, I was then ready. And then when I picked it up, I then reset the goals. I then reset myself around that goal and now began to tell myself specific things I wanted to do, right? I wanted to do within that huge goal that I had set for myself. All right. So that's what a SMART goal looks like. And then you want to then ask yourself, let me give certain examples, right, around setting specific goals. So someone, for example, in their career, maybe in between jobs or they're fresh, and they said that they're looking for a job, and they said to themselves, "Oh, I set the goal of sending out my resumes." Well, that's not too specific. A better way that will help you to take action in your goal is for you to write this down. I will find 25 accounting firms in Greater Indianapolis. That's a country you can put in Lagos, and send each company a resume and cover letter by November 1st. You want to put it right at any time that you want to send it and you want to get it done. That's a better way for you to set that goal. Is more specific, and then something that will be measurable, right? If you notice in this first goal that I'm sharing, you will see that you can count 25 accounting firms is what I want to send you. That's measurable. So after I have in the period where I have set a timeline to achieve the goal, which is November 1st, for example. Let me put it out. I want to set the goal. I want to put this by January 31st, 2025. I want to have sent my resume to 25 accounting companies. Okay? If by February 1, I can look back and ask myself, how many did I really send? Did I send up to 25? If I didn't send up to 25, then I didn't really measure up to what I had set. It doesn't then mean that the goal that I set is not going to be achieved, because, of course, when it's sent to 25 companies, it's possible. There's a very likelihood that you will get invites of interview from maybe one or two at the minimum. Okay. So you want to also say to yourself, this goal is immeasurable. I just give you an example of the measure within the first goal. Look at this second example. I want to do well in my classes, right? I want to do well in my classes next semester. I want to be able to earn a 3.8 GPA in my last semester. That's more specific, because you're then telling yourself you have put a number, something you can measure to that goal. Let's move on very quickly because of our time. It must be attainable, meaning you want to say to yourself, oh, I want to achieve my MBA within 6 months. Question: if you put that 6 months, within 6 months of the within 6 months, year of graduation, the question is that possible? No, because 6 months is too short a time for you to do an MBA, right? Oh, better still, we want to say, I want to end my MBA within first 5 years. Okay? Moving on, you also look at this example. It has to be relevant. I want to improve my piano skills before getting an accounting job. The better way to put it, I want to improve my public speaking skills before applying for sales jobs. That's more like it. Your goal must also be something you choose, not something that is thrust upon you. That's important. That is one of the things that's going to help you to achieve your goal. Is this something that someone just asked you to do, or is something you want to do? If it's something you want to do, then you can set yourself to get it done. Okay, let's look at the last one. When you're talking about time, when you're talking about a SMART goal, it has to have timelines. It has to be trackable. Okay. Okay, so you say to yourself, I want to get a job. And that's what you hear a lot of people say. I want to get a job. The better way to say that you're setting the goal is to then say, what are you going to do? You're going to put actions to it. Research at least 20 major companies in my field by the end of May. Set up 3 informational interviews in May. Send out 25 resumes by May 20. Goals are dreams with deadlines. You want to be able to set very clear goals and put yourself in those timelines and then begin to walk towards your goal. So, some people, I would say quite a number of people, actually set what I would describe as dumb goals. What is the acronym for dumb goals? Those goals are dateless, meaning they have no time. It's just open ended. And if it happens, if it doesn't happen, it's fine. No, it's important that you set timelines to achieve your goals. Your goals should have dates, should have a time. And then the goal is unsupportive. What does that mean? It means that in their minds, when they write those goals or when they set those goals, they're not really thinking about how they're going to achieve it, the support, the network, the people, the resources that is going to enable them to achieve the goal. No, a dumb goal is the one that you set that you do not think about the support system that is going to enable you to achieve it. So you don't want to set dumb goals in 2025. You want to set goals that are smart. And that includes you thinking about how am I going to achieve this goal? The other way that people set goals is that everything is just clustered. It's muddy. It's just muddy. It's just everywhere. It's just together. It's not clear. It's not specific. And so they're not able to pin a particular specific action to it. Everything is just confusing. Even for them, whenever they think about it and they look at it, if they had written it down. No, your goals should not be muddy. Your goals should be specific. It should be clear to you. Yeah, it should be very clear to you what you're trying to achieve. And the last one in the dumb goals is that people set goals that are beyond reach. If you set a goal that is beyond your reach, then you're not really wanting to achieve that goal. You must set goals that are within your reach. And by within your reach, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the only one that needs to get it done. And that I said that earlier. You don't have to be the one that needs to get it all done by yourself. If you think it's too big a dream, set it all the same, but then think about how you are, who and what you're going to need to achieve the goal so that then it becomes beyond reach and it's not just up there in the sky and you don't even know how to go about it. You don't even know where to go. You don't even know the next steps to take. Okay. So in 2025, I want to encourage you to be mindful about setting smart goals and not DUMB dumb goals. In achieving your goals, just 3 keys I want to leave with you that are key to success. You want to define your next achievement. It's important. Think about it. Be clear in your mind. What do I want to achieve next in my career? Where do I want to go? What is the next achievement? Are you a salesperson? What is the next sales target? Then number 2, key, is that you need to create an action plan. Create the plan. Think about the goal and then create the plan. And then after you have created the plan, walk your plan. Walk your plan. Just set yourself every day and do it. Do what needs to be done step by step every day, day and night. You know, the night seasons are wonderful seasons. It's not just for sleep. The night seasons are also times for you to reflect, to think about, to ruminate, to evaluate, and ask yourself, did I really move towards accomplishing my plan for today? Did I walk enough towards my goal today? What can I do better tomorrow? So you have both the day and the night to think about, walk your plan, rethink it, re-strategize, because so many things may want to come your way that will want to deter you from achieving the goal. It's important for you to think about it and reflect and go back. It's an iterative journey as you move on towards the achievement of your goal. Now, I need you to also know that as you move towards achieving your goals, be ready. Anticipate failure. People don't like to hear the word failure. The word failure is usually a sore thumb. But the reality is this: every time you envision something, time you envision a goal, you want to achieve something, before you climb the ladder to success, before you get to the point called, I made it, I did it, I got it, I achieved it, I want you to know that it's possible that you will have a juncture, a point where you may have failed, or there is a setback, or there is a delay, or circumstances beyond your control set you back within that context and within that period. That should not deter you from moving on to achieving your goal. The time that you have failed, any time that you feel that you have a setback, is for you to actually ask yourself, what can I do better? What can I do differently? What caused this failure? Why did this happen? Was it beyond my control? Was it within my control? When you ask all of those kind of questions, it helps you to be able to know what you need to do differently as you retake your steps, as you re-strategize, as you make your next move. And then you're able to course correct and move towards that goal that you have planned to achieve. Do not let any failure set you, totally leave you down, and then you just forget about your dream, you just forget about your goal. You just say, oh, this thing is not possible, oh, economy is bad, oh, this is happening. A lot of excuses, a lot of discouragement will come, but you must set your face, as it were, like a flint, and say to yourself, I am going to achieve this. I can do this. I will do this. And then as you do, you will realize that what you need to do next begins to come to your mind. One of the things that you would encounter as you pursue your goal at any time is fear. Fear is real, even though it's not very real. That's interesting, yeah. But there's this acronym of fear. It says it's just appearing real. False evidence appearing real. Let me see if I have that. False evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. Because the reality is that those fears are just in your mind. But what you need to ask yourself or tell yourself is, if I'm able to achieve this, I'm able to achieve this goal, what is it going to change for me? Who am I going to be? Dream big. What will goal do for me? What will it do for me? And then you then say to yourself, oh, yes, I have this fear, but I am going to transform my fear. I'm going to transform it into action. Tell yourself, I am just going to do this. So you need to transform your fear into action and then move on towards your goal. I would be glad if I get someone to share me their goal story whenever they watch this live stream. Please feel free to share your goal story, and I'll be looking forward to read from you. Thank you very much. I believe that this short session has helped you, will help anyone that watch this video. Once again, do expect more short videos like this that will help you on your journey from us at Alistair Green. Bye.